Hi, I'm Charles, and I guess it's been a while. It's been a few months since I've made a YouTube video. Lots going on. You know, we are in the days of COVID, and luckily I've been blessed to work for a company you'd consider a utility in these days. So I was able to keep working. I was also making the YouTube videos while working, and it got just to be a little bit much. We do have a lot of family stuff going on. We've had the pleasure of babysitting my granddaughter, who's been awesome. But unfortunately, we also have had a few losses in the family over the last few months. On June 19th, we lost my brother James, and just a few weeks later, we lost my father-in-law. So, you know, we've had some family things, and but I wanted to let you know I am going to keep making some videos. Might be a little fewer and farther between, but I do have the Telly project that I wanted to show the finished project on, as well as a Strat project where I sold off my old Strat and built up a new one. Using a Warmoth neck and fender parts. Came out really great. As well as some pedal stuff. And we'll see what happens. But anyway, I wanted to make this video today on the Roadstar II. This was my brother James' guitar. He affectionately called it his nose job guitar because if you see it closely, it's pretty wrecked. But in that, it also stays in tune great and sounds really good and plays really good. So this was originally my brother Bob's guitar. He had it for a few years. It had gotten to this incarnation, and then he had donated it, gifted it to James, who used it for many years in this carnation. And Bob had asked me to kind of go through it, get it cleaned up, so he could use it again now that, kind of as, again, a tribute to my brother James. So, the Roadstar II. This is an RS 140, which started off as a hum single guitar. Really cool things about Ibanez. In the 80s, they came along with these guitars when there wasn't really anything good for budget players. You could get a Mako or a Memphis or something like that. If you had a little more money, you could get an Area Pro 2. But Fender and Gibson didn't have anything at the time that was really filling the bill. And Ibanez came out with these. Really cool at a good price point. You know, you get things like finish matching headstock. And they were designed really well. They played really well. Even you get pro players like Steve Lukather had his own signature series. When you get into the 1000 series, you got into the signature series, which also you can get binding and sunburst finishes, flame tops, things like that. So you'd see the Steve Lukather model. I've also seen other pros play them. I thought I saw a photo of Joe Satriani playing one at one time. I couldn't find the photo, so that's not going to be there. But in these, they start off with this headstock, and then later on you'd see they'd gone to the RG style headstock, which RG models are still made today. But you'd see guys even like Marty McFly on Back to the Future is playing a Roadstar. So this guy started off with a vintage style tremolo, which was a blade style tremolo, very kind of cool, instead of having the screws across the front of it. So it stayed in tune quite well. Good quality tuners, woods, all that stuff. These are made in Japan. Couple little flaws that I didn't like so much about it that we'd had to kind of look past, but this particular guitar started with volume tone and an input jack there. Single ply pick guard, so it infamously broke the pick guard where the input jack was. Bob had asked me to put the input jack on the bottom, so I did. This one also ended up with a Kahler tremolo. So not only did this have a pretty good bridge, but it was the original design of the push-in tremolo bar, which had the plastic bushings on it that kept the tension. And it was a cool design. It actually went into the double locking tremolo systems that Ibanez later came out with, which were really popular. One problem with that, though, is those bars would sometimes snap off in the bridge. Ibanez did make them abundantly available, so you can get a replacement, but it was also a little bit of a pain to get that out of there. But still, kind of a cool design. To know that it started off with this was kind of cool. So these came out at a very affordable price when nothing else was really as good for the money. And again, a lot of different variations. We did decide to upgrade the pickups. These originally came with ceramic magnet pickups. Kept the original middle single coil in there, which is ceramic, but it's also got now a Duncan JB and a Jazz in the neck. Still the same 5-position switch and pots. So it plays quite good, and again, they were a great value. I even had a buddy that had one that right after a gig walked away, and he turned around and bought the same exact guitar again because he liked it that much. Anyway, so the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just play a little thing again as a tribute to my brother Jim. And I thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll be making many more of these videos for you.